last few days, we've been hearing some stuff talking about this cruise ship in the Atlantic Ocean with the Hanta virus. And I'm going to talk about that for a little bit, guys. Uh, it's big news. So, anyway, I did a check on it, and they've known about the Hanta virus since the Korean War. In fact, it was called the Korean hemorrhagic fever. Also, it is similar to Ebola as a hemorrhagic fever in that it affects your capillary blood cells and you leak through your veins and your capillaries and stuff like this. Whereas the other one is an anticoagulant type thing and you bleed out through your orifices. So they're both kind of similar in that they're a hemorrhagic fever. And another thing I found out that there is over 200 variations known throughout the world of hantavirus. And in humans, there is 20 different ones with several genome types as variations also. I think altogether there was about 35 human variations. And guess what else? Much like the virus outbreak in 2020, this also mutates upon its own will according to its environment and its host. So it's kind of startling, guys, what this is going on here. But remember back with Gene Hackman and his wife, they found ideas of hantavirus there. The one thing about this, guys, is it can be transmitted human to human in one variation only. But for the rest of them, it has to be aerosoled to spread. All right? Sprayed with a sprayer, okay? So that's kind of alarming right there. So anyway, it's been going on. They've been researching it since the 40s and 50s. Now, with AI involvement, now it is not too far to believe that they could have weaponized this, and they are practicing beta tests with these outbreaks like this. See, it's odd that they have these people on the ship and they're quarantined when they don't know which type it is or anything like that, and with small precautions, they can isolate these people and have them off the ship. So, but they're keeping them on board the ship for some weird reason. The reason I brought this up real quick, guys, is last night, Anna and I was watching one of the flight radars, and we saw aircraft coming from the 101st Airborne Base going straight for where this boat is, the ship is. I found it kind of odd that it was a super galaxy or whatever it was. Anyway, it was flying there, and it's coming from the 104th Airborne, which is an airlift squadron as well as combat. So that was kind of odd that they're going straight there. So there's something going on with this ship that they're not telling us. For them to quarantine these people like this because of a hantavirus outbreak, which is not that bad, less than 100,000 people are affected each year, and even less number of people die from it each year. And there's no account for any kind of quarantine. And that, like I say, they started working with this in the 50s. And then they identified it actually isolated in the 70s, from 76 on. Then there's an outbreak in the Four Corners. Anna reminded me about this, and it was a camping thing that a bunch of people died from this outbreak there. And I didn't remember, but guys, we need to take note of this, that this could have been possibly another beta test. And now they're going into global research expands and everything like that. And there's been, in China alone, there's been, over 210,000 cases reported in last few years, which far exceeds any other record, a number of amounts and everything. So it's kind of going. And one other thing, it is highly mutatable, in all forms, especially in humans. They did a lot of research in the 20s. Same time, they started doing research in the other virus that we had to deal with a few years ago. So why are they isolating these people aboard the ship when it's just less than 100? It wouldn't take much to quarantine these off ship and handle them as they need to and do the testing they need. And why did the 101st Airborne or ship come from the 101st Airborne head straight for the ship last night after this outbreak going on and testing done? So what is this outbreak really? Is it hantavirus like they're telling us? Or is it something else more deadly than hantavirus like Ebola or even worse? It's taken an American ship or whatever crew to go there to handle the situation. So it's bigger than what they're telling us, is my point. So what is it? We don't know, but we'll have to wait and find out. But like I say, guys, they've been researching this since the 50s. And it's a possible idea, you know how things go, that they could have weaponized this. And we've been seeing beta tests all along here, especially now in China and now aboard this cruise ship. Well, we'll wait and see, won't we? Y'all keep that in mind, guys, that there's a lot of things afoot about this that we don't know yet. And hopefully we'll come up with some answers soon. Or will we? Y'all have a groovy day. Reach out and do something nice for somebody like you're supposed to. Because that's the best way to be, guys. With all the negative energy flowing around, you got to put your best positive face and your best positive foot forward. Later, taters.
Attention passengers, we've now reached our destination. We hope you enjoyed the flight and have a nice day.